the girl's not here, which means she was warned. She knew we were coming. You're mistaken. Hola mis amores, this is Kirby Marie here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to some more The Crown and the Flame. Before I begin, as usual, I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified about the latest videos. Also, drop me the like button, it definitely helps a lot. And leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. So, last episode, we were pretty much seeing what happened. The events of what happened after the first episode, where a year has already passed. Kenna and her guardian Gabriel are hiding with the monks. Tevin is at his home safe. Dominic is still pretending to be Marguerite. I forgot her name. Marguerite's son, aka the fake brother of Trystan and Rose. And Dom has been doing everything in his power to find out everything that has to happen so he can warn Kenna about everything. And Kenna has been training pretty much with the monks, but then one of the guards discovered her, and even though they defeated them, one still managed to make it out in time, and so probably gonna get in trouble. So yeah, and as the title suggests, that's pretty much the situation. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get to it. Chapter 3, The Ambush. The Rahur Temple is under attack. Meanwhile, Dominique struggles to stay safe inside Stormholt under Prince Marco's brutal regime. Let's get this started. Now playing as Kenna. In the woods outside the monastery, you and Gabriel hide with your weapons ready, waiting for Marco's assassins. We were lucky to get Dominique's message in time. Paige has earned a lifetime of fresh meat. Agree. Now, anyone coming from Stormholt will have to come through this forest. You just have to wait. Suddenly, you spot 3 assassins creeping along the path. Knocking an arrow in your longbow, you pull back on your bowstring and focus on the first assassin. You notice the wind's blowing to the right. Should I shoot left? You aim your arrow slightly to the left of the first assassin's head. I have you now. You fire the arrow, sending it flying to the head of the first assassin. It strikes with a sickening thunk. What was that? Who's there? Knocking another arrow, you aim at the second assassin, but your view is obscured by trees. Let's wait. He creeps past the trees, giving you a clear shot.
Perfect!
Your arrow punctures a gap in his armor just above his breastplate. He falls to his knees, his hands grasping at his neck. My leg! The third assassin whirls around with his axe drawn. I see you, girl! Fire another arrow? Your arrow zips through. Okay, yeah. Whew. Colonel? It's done, Gabriel. The sound of the horses galloping fills the forest. It can't be. Dozens more assassins rush through the forest, some horseback, others marching on foot. Marco didn't just send assassins, he sent an entire army! We can't stop them all! The monks, we got to get back to the monastery. We won't be faster than mounted soldiers. We still got to try. Keeping to the shadows, you and Gabriel make your way back to the monastery. The monastery is in flames. Marco's soldiers swarm around it. Damn! I've never imagined he sent so many. They had us badly outnumbered. There's nothing we could have done. Do you think the monks made it out in time? They knew it might come to this. I'm certain they made it out. Oh no!
Nope.
Yeah, that's right. From behind a pillar, you watch as 2 of Prince Marco's soldiers drag one of the monks forward. Where is the false queen? I do not answer to you. You know, I never tortured a monk before. Will you hold out longer than a common man? Only one way to find out. I'll need my tools. Stay if you must, but I'm leaving. By being here, we're already going against King Luther's wishes. You mean we're following Prince Marco's orders? We both know the king didn't care for Marco's plan. Besides, the girl's not here, which means she was warned. She knew we were coming. Fine! Soldiers, take this man with us for questioning. No! We cannot allow this to happen. We don't have a choice. If we reveal ourselves, we risk everything for the monks. We risk everything the monks fought for. Gabriel, you're right. We must flee. We have no choice. As you and Gabriel creep through the forest, you breathe deeply, trying to block out your rage. Kenna, look! Paige circles overhead. Paige is circling the monastery. Quick, call him now, before Marco's people see him. I think it was 2 short blasts. That's it. Paige veers sharply and lands on your wrist. I knew I remember. Hello, old friend. At least we managed to save you. And I got a mission for you. I need you to take a message to Dom. At the temple, Bartel gazes out at the woods. Helen, did you see that? See what? That hawk, the way it dove, most peculiar. Everything about you is most peculiar. Focus on what matters. Yeah, he's beginning to take notice. Later that night, you and Gabriel are camping out. The monastery is destroyed. The monks driven out. My training master captured, all because of me. You can't blame yourself. They knew the risk of keeping you hidden. Now, you must be strong. The way to honor the man who taught you to fight is to use what he taught you to defeat King Luther. I couldn't agree more. With Luther taking the bulk of his forces west, there won't be a better time to take back Stormholt. That's true, but what about Prince Marco's army? We have roughly 50 Rahur monks, and they have even more reason to help you against Marco. We also have Prince Tevin's soldiers. He's bringing us 200 of his best fighters. That's a start, but we'll need more, much more. What about my people? Your people will rally against the Navraki's families, but they are village folk. Blacksmiths and merchants, farmers and milkmaids. Then we'll find soldiers. Surely there are others who will stand against Prince Marco. And once we find enough soldiers to build an army, we'll need food, weapons, armor. I know, we'll need enough coin to pay for all that. And siege weaponry. Stormholt's castle's walls are impregnable. That's why your mother made it with the heart of her kingdom. Marco will be looking for us. We don't have much time. Where should we go first? I've heard rumors that the captain of your mother's royal guard made it out of Stormholt with many of his men. I remember him. His name was Leon. Captain Leon, right? Yes, that's correct. Last I heard, he was spotted roaming the grasslands trying to avoid Luther's men. Then we got to find him and convince him to join us. Pitch will relay our plan to Dom. I know Dom. He will figure out a way to help us bring down Stormholt. Knowing Dom, he won't rest until he hands you back your crown himself. Now playing as Dominique, at the Stormholt castle, you and Trystan are hauling kitchen supplies when a familiar cry sounds from above. Looking up, you see Pidge. Pidge! You whistle 2 short blasts, Pidge circles and lands on your arm. There's something tied to Pidge's leg. Is it from Kenna? Did your warning reach her in time? Pulling up the message, you release Pidge, but before you can read what Kenna wrote, a soldier spots you. What's this? A couple of lazy servants wasting time? We were just hauling these supplies to the kitchen. Looks like you were just standing around waiting for them to haul themselves. The soldier kicks over a basket of fruit. Best to pick that up, boy. Now isn't the time to fight. I don't want him to spot Kenna's message. Control your anger. Yes, of course, sir. You bend down to pick up the fruit. Looking at your hand, you see fire flickering around your palm, but you clench your fist and take a deep breath. The fire disappears as though pulled back into your hand. Sorry for taking your time, sir. You better be. Now get out of here. In the kitchen. That was close. Did you manage to hold on to the message? Right here. Let's see what it says. Now it's time to act. Before the winter thaw, I will return to attack Stormholt and take back our home once and for all. It's really going to happen, isn't it? Trystan, Marco is going to fall. We will be helping Kenna every step of the way. You and Kenna, you were close, weren't you? As close as an abandoned orphan and a princess were allowed to be. Doesn't sound very close to me. It wasn't usually. We never got to spend more than a few minutes alone together. Gabriel was always looming around over us like an angry guard dog.
Wow!
There was this one time I gone to the Beltane festival by myself, and there she was. She disguised herself as a peasant girl, but I recognized Kenna anywhere. You went to the Beltane festival? With the princess? You feel your face grow hot and look away quickly. It wasn't like that. I mean, we didn't go together, but you were there, together, at the Beltane festival. They say a girl is as likely to kiss you as look at you at Beltane. Now's your chance to relive one of Dom's most precious memories. We did go to the festival together. I can remember every detail. It was the festival of Beltane 4 years ago. You think back. You were walking past the festival booths and bonfires outside the castle walls when you spot a familiar figure in a cloak. Hi, Kenna. Sneak up behind her and scare her. You sneak up behind Princess Kenna and grab her arm. Boo! Oh! Without seeing you, Kenna instinctively tries to elbow you in the side, but you dodge her. What's the Princess of Stormholt doing out here without an escort? Oh, Dom, it's only you. Only me, indeed. You sure you know how to make a man feel appreciated? Very funny. I meant that I was sure one of the castle guards had rooted me out. It's the festival of Beltane. I wanted to spend some time away from the castle and well, it's silly. Go on, try me. I wanted to pretend to be a normal girl just for a few hours. Let me help. Really? Are you kidding? I'm dying to see your normal girl impression. Kenna punches your arm. What shall we do first? The first thing you need is something cheap and tasty. Merchant, I'll take charred chicken wings. You take the chickens and hand one to Kenna. This is a black suit. Are you sure it's edible? Trust me, eat it up. This is delicious.
Delicioso.
You said you wanted a taste of being a normal girl. That I did. Oh! Right in front of you, a village maiden pulls a young man into a deep kiss. He lifts her up onto the barrel and begins kissing her neck. That's Beltane for you. I guess you might be seeing more than you bargained for. It's not that. I envy them sometimes. Who? The maidens in the castle, the village, the farms, the ones who can kiss every man at this festival if they feel like it. Not like you. Heavens forbid. Oh, I see now. You're looking to get kissed at the Beltane festival. No, that's not... Everyone knows that every girl gets as many kisses as she wants around the bonfires on the night of Beltane. I only wanted to go to the festival. I wasn't planning to. No, I see it all now. You want 100 kisses tonight, and you'll stop at nothing to get them. That's not it. I never kissed anyone. You haven't? It is so surprising. I'm the Princess of Stormholt. My mother has made it very clear that I'll be the most sole heir prize once the alliance is finalized. My first kiss will probably be to seal some grand trade agreement. I know it must be silly to you, pathetic even. It seems tough. It does? Sure, you have a different kind of life, Kenna. You get caught with some boy and wars get started. Probably not that bad. What I'm saying is that the stakes have always been so high in everything you do. It's no surprising for you to want to escape and, kiss someone without any geopolitical ramifications. Big words for you, and reassuring ones as well. The 7 girls at the castle all gossip about you, By all reports, you're quite experienced. I might have heard a rumor or two. And how about tonight? I've seen at least a half a dozen girls around giving you the "oh, please kiss me" look. Maybe the girl I want isn't as easy to get. Tom. Perhaps I'm overstepping, but don't you think your first kiss should be with someone you want? I do, but princesses aren't allowed that luxury. At least not officially. No, not officially. Kenna. I'll kiss her! You lean in and press your lips to hers. For 1 second, it feels like the friend you've grown up with could be something more. You feel her start to kiss you back then. Tom, you're blushing, Your Highness. Your behavior would make anyone blush. Back in the present. So you and the princess... But that was a long time ago. Anyway, we have bigger things to deal with right now, like preparing for Kenna's attack. Now playing as Kenna after 2 days of hard riding through the grasslands. Are you sure Leon and his men are around here? Rumors and gossips are all we have to go on. Mercenaries don't set up long in one place unless there's profit in it. Suddenly, a man and a woman step out of the high grass, each other wearing vastly different gear. Stop right there! What are you two doing here? I recognize that armor. That's Stormholt armor. You're familiar with this armor. Yeah. If you're a Stormholt soldier, you must be loyal to Captain Leon. I was a Stormholt soldier, but there's no Stormholt anymore, not in a way that matters. I'd ride for myself now. This is all very entertaining, but you're suspiciously close to our encampment. You think we last long out here if we let anyone just wander in? This is a misunderstanding. We want to see your leader. Demanding, are we? Well, you're in no position to ask for anything. Hand over your weapons. What? This is our territory. Here, you do what we say. No! Oh, we did hand their weapons. By the way, I didn't read the chapter 4 message, sorry. Duh. Now playing as Dominique, you, Rose, and Trystan are loading up a wagon when a group of soldiers ride through the gate. Led by Helen, she dismounts and begins talking with Bartel and Marco. You whisper. I have to hear what they're saying. I need to know if Kenna's still alive. How are you going to sneak over there without the guards spotting you? Maybe one of us can distract him for you. Well, Rose is more atrevida. Rose makes her way over to the guard, positioning herself so he turns his back to you. What are you doing over here? I just wanted to take a break from all this hard work. She puts a hand on his gauntlet. And you look a little lonely over here with no one to talk to. You're flirting with me, aren't you? Nothing gets past you, does it? No, in fact, shit. Tell me more. As the guard begins to ramble, you move closer to Bartel and Helen. Thank you, Rose. Looks like I sent the right person. A moment later, you're pretending to scrub the wall near Helen, Bartel, and Marco. It was the fools who ran. Kenna was gone before we ever got close. She made it. You weren't fast enough. Someone is working against us. Someone in this castle or in the villages nearby. Or right next to you. Those troops your father stationed here were poisoned. What? Father's going to be furious. We must act. What am I supposed to do? Burn down every village hut? Kill every 7? No, killing Kenna's the only way. We did capture one of Kenna's men, a monk of the Rock Rouge ruins, a mostly exquisitely resilient captive. That is no way to treat a prisoner. You mean traitor. Bartel, take your time with this one, and find out what he knows about Kenna. Marco turns and leaves. Let's take our guest to the dungeon, shall we? The guard shoves the monk with the butt of his sword. Move! The monk stumbles and falls, and the guard starts kicking him brutally. On your feet, prisoner! The guard begins his foot back for another kick. Do I dive in front of the... I can't do that! I mean, they're gonna give me powers, but... I'm gonna do it, but if I die, I'm screwed. Stop it, you're going to kill him. This man's a traitor. Please, I couldn't watch this cruelty regardless of his crimes. Prisoners should be treated with dignity. I agree with this servant. Yes! Thank you. Guard, take the monk to the dungeon. There's no need for further abuse. Fine, I'll wait till I have all my tools. After I'm through with him, he'll be spilling his guts, literally and figuratively. Bartol strides off and the soldier drags the monk away. Later in the kitchen, Trystan grins. That was amazing. Dom, you're like hearing one of those legends of the 5 kingdoms. I have to admit, I'm impressed. And this is just the beginning. I'm not going to let them kill that man. I'm going to save him. I'll help. I'm going to do everything I can, just like you, Dom. Trystan, we should be cautious. Come on, Rose. You're with us too, aren't you? There's just no stopping you, is there? Does that mean you're in? I'm in. Just promise me you won't tell Mother. She has enough to worry about. It's a deal. Now playing as Kenna. Hand over your weapons. You and Gabriel reluctantly hand over your weapons. And your money. Well, we're not thieves. Taking money from captives doesn't always make you a thief. Sometimes it makes you a plunderer or a conqueror. They might be Leon's friends. Do you want to explain to him why we stole from people asking to see him? This patrol was much more interesting before we got paired together. This sort of thing is exactly why Leon insisted that patrols have at least one of his former soldiers. Wow, don't take their money. I got it. Come along, you two. As you and Gabriel are led through the grasslands by the mercenaries, you whisper to Gabriel. I thought you said we could trust Leon. Why not tell his people who we really are? A lot can change in 2 years. We are vulnerable, like a newborn. This world is not safe yet for us. Yeah, I got that when they took our weapons. As far as I can tell, they're only being cautious. At least this is a chance to impress them. I'll need their support to... Hey, something on your mind? What are you two whispering about? Just that you and your companion seem mismatched. Oh? Yes, one of you seem to have gotten the lion's share of the armor. I think it's Jackson? I don't know. He's got full armor and you got a woven leather to protect you? Ha! Pretty boy Jackson's just like all the rest of Leon's men. Castleborn, so cocky and prim, with all their fancy armor and shiny swords from Stormholt. Between you and me, he spends hours trimming that beard. LOL! Hey, at least I take time to wash myself regularly. Some of us hold ourselves to higher standards. Oh my god. Wow, you weren't a soldier for Stormholt? Oh no, not me. I'm a mercenary, through and through. Everything on my back, I paid for myself. I follow Severin. I've been in his outfit for 11 years now. Jackson here came with Leon and his company. He's still getting used to be the mercenary life, but he misses having someone to bow to. Very funny, Val. I'm done fighting for kings. What have kings ever done to sit on their thrones, polishing their crowns while men like me die in the mud for them? Does anyone really polish a crown? You blame the royalty, Jackson? I won away a war with promises that my family would be looked after. But when the war was lost and I finally made it back, our home had been burned and my wife and son had starved to death. Oh my god. All I can say is, I'm sorry about your family. That must have been devastating. I know what it's like to lose someone you care about. It was the hardest thing I ever had to endure. Not everyone can understand that. I'm glad you do. Believe me, I get it. Anyway, that's how I ended up in Leon's army. At least he keeps his promises. Well, the Fool Queen got her due. Jackson's just sore that he was on the losing side. The Fool Queen? You know, the one. Got her head cut off when she tried to call all the kingdoms together. Wow. And you say you call her the Fool Queen? Yeah, you got a problem with that? No problem at all. That's what I thought. Gabriel whispers to you. I'm surprised. I thought you'd lose your temper. I don't like what she said, but we need to keep these people on our side. Starting a fight wouldn't be smart. I guess you have grown up. You enter the mercenaries' brawling camp. All around you, armed men and women bustle around, sparing, drinking, and laughing. There are hundreds here. I didn't expect so many. 2,000 actually. The biggest mercenary force in the 5 kingdoms. This is the most impressive encampment. Yeah, it's good to return to the modest comforts of home tents, hot meals, and lots of ale. Speaking of which, we've been on patrol for too long. I need a drink. How about you, Jackson? You can't seriously want to stop for ale now, not when we got these two with us. Ain't like they're going anywhere. Why not take a break? We earned it. Typical mercenary. You talk so high and mighty, but you're one of us now. That may be, but at least I still have discipline. Discipline's for fools. Have a drink with me. We can play some knife games and guess and can wait. I don't know. He whispered to Gabriel. This could be our chance to get to know them, to figure out what they're willing to fight for other than gold. And just how you're planning to persuade them to talk to us. That's easy. A little ale ought to do the trick. Alright, let's do this. The drinks are on me. You want to buy us both a drink? We could all use a break. You hear that? I like the way this girl thinks. Very well, Val, you win again. LOL. Jackson leads the way where the mercenaries have set up a barrel of ale and logs of fallen trees to sit on. 4 pints. 4? Your woman is buying. You're drinking with us then. Yeah, she's not a monster, Gabriel. I should drink with the mercenaries. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is this wise? Gabriel, we might be slaughtered by mercenaries before nightfall. Let's at least have some fun before that. Besides, this is all part of getting to know them. The 4 of you join on a circle of mercenaries sitting on the ground. One of the mercenaries twirls a knife in his hand and then gives it to Jackson. What's the game tonight, Flinch? I'll play, and I'm wagering a day's pay. There you go, Jackson. You do know how to have fun every now and then. It's only fun if you win. Jackson hands over a bunch of coins to the mercenary, taking bets. What's this game? Flinch. You throw a knife as close to your own foot as possible. Winter is the one to get the closest without bleeding. Jackson squares off against another mercenary. They both stand with their feet apart and throw their knives. Here goes. Jackson hits his own foot. Oh! Damn it! Cheers up. You can always win back your money. I'm more concerned about my toe.
Oh my god!
It's barely a scratch, you baby. All that armor, you soldiers are the same. It's like you've forgotten what it's like to bleed for a living. As the mercenaries continue the game, Val takes a big swig of her beer and turns to you and Gabriel. So, what's the story between you two? Are you siblings, friends, lovers? I beg your pardon? You don't have to beg, and you certainly don't need my pardon. I meant, how could you assume such a thing? Easy there, your lordship. Didn't expect you to be so high and mighty about it. Most men would be flattered. Well, what's the story then? What's going on between you two? What's going on? He's like a father to me. Old enough to be your father, sure, but that never stops a man, did it? Believe me, it would stop Gabriel. The honorable kind, huh? Though all honor left this land when the queen was killed. Just then, Jackson clears his throat and steps up to you, Gabriel and Val. Enough gossiping, you three. I'm tired of stabbing myself in the I want to see someone else bleed for a change. Will you play, girl? I'm going double or nothing on the next round. Come on, don't let me down. I think I'll play. I'm good with a knife. I'll play. Now that's what I like to hear. Too bad you're going up against me. I can't pass up a shot taking Jackson's money. Why, you sneaky little... Have faith in Kenna. She's more than capable. She better be. Jackson hands you his knife as you stand across from Val, who grins at you and taps at the flat side of her own knife against her palm. Are you sure you want to play? Tails don't grow back, you know? And your knife is as sharp as they come. So, are you ready? Be brave. Of course I'm always ready. Good, because there's no backing out. Who should go first? You. Why don't you go first? Yes, why don't I? Val smirks and squares her shoulders. She winks at you and tosses the knife in the air. She catches the knife by the handle and immediately hurls it towards the ground, not breaking eye contact with you the entire time. You look at the knife. The blade is embedded in the ground, barely an inch from her boot. Your turn. Oh god. You hold the knife in your hand, hefting the weight of it. Relax, Kenna. Just throw the knife already! Don't rush her. My money's at stake. Take your time, Kenna. You lock eyes with Val. She smirks at you as you exhale slowly and flick your wrist, releasing the knife. The knife lands in the ground with a thud so close to your boot that it scratches the leather. Can't get much closer than that. After measuring the position of the two knives, both Jack and Gabriel confirm that your knife is closer. I win! We win. See there, Jackson? Good luck for you. You finally won. By the way, the camera turned off this whole time.
Bruh.
It was no big deal. I knew I liked you. You're alright, Kenna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Seems like you folks like to gamble. Everything we do is gambling. Just sometimes you pay with coin and sometimes you pay with your life. At least this way, I believe what I believe for. Money. Have you no sense of honor left? Not really. Not unless there's a profit to be made for having honor, and then I reconsider. Very funny. Come along now. No more delays. We better get you to Leon. The mercenaries lead you to a tent at the center of the camp. A familiar man stands inside, overlooking a table covering map and plans. Travelers here. They say they know you, Leon. Leon's eyes go wide when he sees you and Gabriel, but he quickly covers it up. Travelers, you just let anyone walk into the heart of our camp? We took their weapons and they wanted to talk to you, like I said. Give us a minute. Jackson and Val leave. Leon turns to Gabriel furiously. You brought her here? You're supposed to be her bodyguard. Do you have any idea what danger you put her in? The entire world is dangerous for her now. Obviously, we hope for a better reception than this. A better reception? This isn't the Grand Hall, Gabriel. That life is over for all of us. There's no returning to it. Leon, please hear me out. You were once a fearless warrior. You can be again. You were the defender of my family, of our people. Help us now. Weren't you listening? I'm not the same man. I've done things you can't even imagine. Nothing that you can't be forgiven for. Remember who you once were before these terrible times? You took years too late for that speech. It's not too late. I have close to 250 troops who pledged to help me retake Stormholt. You do? You sound impressed? I am, but it doesn't change anything. The best I can do is sneak you both out of here. The others realize who you are. I'm sorry, but I can't do no more. You remind me so much of your mother. I wish we had more time. As Leon opens the tent flap, see an enormous man waiting on the other side. What the hell's Leon? You meeting with me? This is personal, Severin. I was just meeting with an old friend. Old friend, my ass. You're an awful liar, Leon, and I hate being lied to. Severin reaches down and grabs your chin. You're the queen. I know a royal pamper face when I see one. You're mistaken. Am I? Severin holds up a crumpled wanted poster with your face sketch on it.
Oh my God.
You know the Blood King Lieutenant Rakis? Well, he knows you. Turns out his whoop put a bounty on your head, your majesty. Huh, turning you will be the easiest coin I ever made. Damn it. Alright then, people, as much as I would like to continue this episode, we're going to be ending it here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop the like button. It definitely helps a lot, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, we'll appreciate it if you do. Also leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Love you all. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!